have a fear of sharks, but once you hear about this ferocious monster of the deep, you may never want to step foot into the ocean again. It once swam the seas over 1.6 million years ago. Its size has been compared to the length of a school bus. It's the Megalodon. So what happened to this giant beast, you may ask? Well, no one is positive what happened, but some believe that the Megalodon is still out there lurking in the depths of the unexplored ocean. What exactly is the Megalodon? The Megalodon is a part of the shark species that was known to exist from 1 to 1.6 million years ago. The Megalodon was a huge shark. Think of a great white shark's length, which is about 15 to 20 feet. The Megalodon is 2 and sometimes even 3 times that length. It weighs about 77 tons.
It was one of the biggest predators of all time. You've got these massive razor blade sharp teeth attached to an animal the size of a Greyhound bus. I mean, this was the ultimate predator.
The diet of the Megalodon would probably consist of whales, and judging by the size of their teeth, they could have eaten a great white shark whole.
The shark's mouth and gums contain an endless conveyor belt of replacement teeth, just below and above the gum line, waiting to flip forward and take their place in the front row of teeth. There are 24 teeth in the upper jaw. The lower jaw has a total of 22 teeth. Behind the 46 teeth in the front row, approximately 200 more teeth lie in rows, waiting to flip forward to the front and take their place on the predatory battlefield.
Teeth are the only fossil remains of the Megalodon that have been found. This is because most of the shark is made up of cartilage.
The cartilage is this brownish yellow material. That's the flexible component of the cartilaginous skeleton. You can actually see the little tiny prisms which add structural support and rigidity to the otherwise flexible cartilage. And that's what gives the skeleton its strength. However, because these individual little prisms of cartilage are held together with organic fibers, after the shark dies, those organic fibers can then decompose.
The Megalodon's fossils have been found in Europe, India, North America, and South America. For the Megalodon to survive, it would have to eat 2,500 pounds of food per day. The average size of a Megalodon tooth is between 5.3 and 6.2 inches in diameter. Its jaw is large enough for a grown man to stand inside.
Well, this jaw is approximately 7.5 feet tall, and it's about 8.5 feet wide, if I remember right, and has about 254 teeth.
The Megalodon disappeared about 2 million years ago. Many people believe that it became extinct along with many other animals from that time period, but some think it has remained hidden in the deepest parts of the ocean where it has not yet been discovered. One theory suggests that as temperatures got cooler and the Isthmus of Panama formed to block a huge migratory path for whales, the whales moved north, which left the Megalodon with a smaller food source. Another theory thinks Megalodon's disappearance may have been linked to the climate changes at the time. There is a great debate on whether the Megalodon is still around today or went extinct a long time ago. Those who believe it is still around are convinced that the Megalodon is lurking in the deepest depths of the ocean. Their reasoning is because it is not uncommon for sharks and whales to dive to depths of 12,000 feet or more for food. People also reason that since only 5% of the world's oceans have been explored, which means there is plenty of room for a Megalodon to go unnoticed. Science disagrees. It believes that the Megalodon can't live down that deep because when it was alive, it lived in the warm shallow waters off the coast. Since they couldn't adapt to the cooler climate, they would not be able to survive the cold temperatures deep down in the oceans today. The biggest contributor to the claims of Megalodon's existence are the hundreds of people and even pictures and videos that have claimed that the large sharks in them are close to 100 feet long and therefore must be Megalodon. Many of the videos and pictures you may see circulating the web are fake and were created just to stir up the media. For example, in 2013 the Discovery Channel showed a film that was presented as a documentary to kick off Shark Week. Here is a short clip. Everything in that video is 100% fake. This disclaimer was displayed for about 3 seconds at the end of the film. But not many people saw that and therefore still believe that everything they saw was true. This is just one of the many examples of how even trusted sources can be misleading. However, for the few pieces of evidence that may be real, scientists offer an explanation. They believe that people are confusing animals such as the whale shark and the basking shark for Megalodon. The whale shark is known to grow to up to 40 feet long and the basking shark is known to grow to closer to 45 feet. These sharks' great lengths and the tricks that water plays on the human eye could be to blame for these Megalodon sightings. As for the eyewitness accounts, their stories may sound detailed and convincing, but just how reliable are they? If we were to believe every story we heard, then everyone would believe in all of the Bigfoot and UFO sightings that we hear about so often. So now the final question remains, what do you think? Could this monstrous creature of the deep still be silently lurking in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean? Or did it go extinct millions of years ago? Either way, there is no denying that the Megalodon is the scariest predator the ocean has ever seen.